Alright everybody, today we're just going to take a look at my 51st birthday presents. So, from my parents I got this cool Ray Bones Rodriguez reissue. This was the first pro skateboard I ever had. Was a 1985 Skull and Sword. Which was slightly, you know, the board was black, and I think it was a little wider. It had the blue sword on it, and it didn't say Ray Bones Rodriguez on it. But that was the first pro skateboard I ever had, so that's a really cool gift. And I'm not going to set it up and ride it, it's just going to be a wall hanger, but it is very cool. So here's these little PAL stickers they put on there telling you that it's manufactured in Mexico, which is cool. Everything seems to be made in China anymore, so something different. It says something about the USA. I can't really make that out. My eyes are that bad. And there is the American Hard Rock Maple, so that's cool. Can't go wrong with American made stuff. And there is the top of the board, which it has the warning, you'll break your neck, kid, on this, don't do it. And there is the top graphic. That is the old school Powell Peralta Dragon. When I first started skateboarding, that was like, you've seen those everywhere. I mean, of course, a year or two later it became the Wing Ripper, but that's very mid-80s Powell right there. Yeah, so that's about it, but that I can think of to say about this board. The one really cool thing about this board is that it almost matches the paint on my wall. So when I go to hanging that up on the wall, it's going to look really sweet. And also for my birthday, my aunt was kind enough to give me some fiat currency, which I turned into some sound plastic gold. And I had gone to Ollie's because my sources told me that they have a Sergeant Slaughter G.I. Joe classified there. And unfortunately I could not find that. It goes for quite a bit on eBay, so I was hoping to find it at Ollie's. I never got to Sergeant Slaughter any of the, you know, the Mattel WWE figures, and I want to get a Sergeant Slaughter, but what I was able to find was this Snake Eyes G.I. Joe classified. And look at that price. If I can find it here. $4.99. I thought that was too good to pass up. Now I don't collect the G.I. Joe classifieds, I just want the Sergeant Slaughter. But Snake Eyes is about the only other one I'd get, so at that price I said why not. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a Storm Shadow too, but I don't mess with the G.I. Joe classifieds. But I thought that was too cool at $5 to leave. So we got that, and I will open these up in a second. Also, a heads up on these Dungeons and Dragons. I used to love this cartoon when I was a kid and wish they would have made these figures back then. I pass by these at Walmart all the time. You know, they want $25. And I was like, are they ever going to reduce those? They're just sitting there at $25. So my Ollie's now is stocked to the brim with all of these. And I figured I'd get my foot in the door with Bobby and Uni. And just that's too cool. And these will set you back $9.99. But that's pretty cool. And all the YouTube reviews I've seen on this are bad. Nobody likes these figures. They're apparently poor quality. But I like the I love the cartoon. Happy to have a representation. I may go back and you know, pick up the others, but I definitely wanted to get this one. So yeah, there's that. Then we went to Walmart. We had to get Yally's food, and I was able to find another of the movie star turtles. It's crazy what they're selling these for on eBay, like $30 and $40 for these, and I'm not about to pay a scalper price for them, but so I now have half of them anyway. I have Mikey and Leo, so if I get the other two at Walmart eventually, I do. If I don't, I don't. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna pay 1 cent over the retail price of $10, basically, with a little tax for these, and I'm just not gonna do it. So if I find them, I find them. If I don't, I don't. I was happy just to have Leo. I'll be happy to just have Leo and Mikey. So, alright, I'll open these up and be right back. Okay, and here's Michelangelo, movie Mikey, out of the package with his nunchucks. Very cool. I mean, these are cool figures for $10 for sure, but I ain't gonna pay a penny more than that for them. So, and here's Mikey with Leo, which I already did a review on. If you want to see that, just search my channel. So yeah, they look great together, and hopefully I can find the other two at you know, the retail price. Okay, so here's the back of the box for the Snake Eyes. It doesn't have any kind of file card or anything on it, just some Snake Eyes artwork, which is cool. But you know, for $4.99, I ain't complaining. So okay, and here's without a doubt the bargain of the day. $4.99 for this very cool G.I. Joe classified Snake Eyes figure. I'm sure it has already been reviewed ad nauseum, so I'm not going to really go too much into detail on it. It's a cool figure. Definitely, if you can get it for $4.99, I recommend it. If they would have had two, I would have picked up another one just to keep one in the box. He does come with an extra head sculpt, which I'm not sure. Was Snake Eyes an Asian guy? Or maybe that Storm Shadow disguised as Snake Eyes? I don't know. Doesn't say anything but Snake Eyes on the box. So he comes with a sheath for his sword, which has the little plug on it you can plug into his back. He comes with a sword, and he also comes with these two little knives that I'm not going to take off of here because I'll probably lose them. But yeah, dang good value at $4.99, so I was stoked to find that. Let's put the sword in Snake Eyes' hand. Alright, there's Snake Eyes holding the sword. Very cool. Oh, and he has the little symbol on his sleeve there, his tattoo. Him and Storm Shadow's symbol there on the sleeve. And we'll look at him with the sword in the sleeve there on his back. So yeah, that's very cool. You could have that and put those little knives in his hands. That would look cool. Although I'm probably going to need to display him with the sword, but it's all good. Alright, let's take a look at this Dungeons and Dragons figure. Okay, so here's Bobby out of the box, and I can see why he got all the bad reviews. This is almost impossible to bend his arms. In fact, I'd say it is impossible. I feel like if I do it, it's going to break. And I don't think I'm going to have a lot of luck getting the club in that hand. Tell you what, I'm glad I did not pay $25 for this, but it's all good. And here's Uni. Very cool. Good little representation of the cartoon characters. It comes with a 12-sided die, which I don't really need that, but and a club. So let me see if I can get this club kind of into his hand, and we'll see what he looks like with it. Okay, and there he is with the club in his hand. I still can't get his arms to bend, so that's pretty poor on their part. Who made that? Yeah, that's pretty poor on Hasbro's part. I would have definitely been disappointed if I would have bought that when these first came out. Is his hat removable? No. His helmet is not removable. And this club makes him a little top heavy, so you kind of have to finagle his feet so he doesn't fall over with it. But I mean, just that is all I need to sit him on my 80 shelf. And that's good enough. Will I go and pick up the other ones? Maybe. I mean, but when I was a little kid watching the cartoon, I loved those too, so started with them. I may pick up the other ones, I may not. It's not really that important to me. I just wanted some representation of the D&D figures. So, all right, everybody. Like I said, if you want to see, you know, detailed reviews of these, they're on YouTube all over. You can watch. There's tons of them. Thank you for watching. I appreciate every one of you. Peace out. We'll see you next time. Yally. Where's Yally? Can we get Yally on the set, please? No Yally? Alright, everybody. I figure since Yally would rather gallivant the neighborhood than be on set, I would just show my bunny Natas right quick. He is named after my favorite skateboarder, Natas Kaupas. Our two female bunnies are very affectionate and cuddly, and little Natas here just likes to be left alone, so he is going to be very angry at me for, you know, filming him and putting him in the spotlight. But I'll give him a couple extra raisins and he'll be alright. He'll probably turn his back to me for a week and thump at me, but he'll get over it. But I didn't have any video of him. I filmed my other two bunnies, and I just wanted to get a little video of Natas. We've had him since he was a few months old, and he's now about 5 years old. So yeah, that's our boy. He's a Mini-Rex, and like I said, he doesn't really like to be handled or, you know, messed with too much. So our two female bunnies, which I already made a video of, are more cuddly and affectionate, but they're very mischievous. So he's not very loving or affectionate, but he's not at all mischievous, so it's a trade-off.